Hey guys, Work here, welcome back to the range and welcome to our first shots of the Gen 5 Glock 34. Let's get to work. So guys, today we are out with the Glock 34 Gen 5. This is Builder Shooter's gun, so don't tell him he's not shot it yet. But I wanted to get this out here to be able to show you guys the Glock 34 Gen 5. Now this is the MOS version. We don't have a dot on top yet. Not a big deal because this gun does a lot of different things. 34 and the 35, which is the 40 caliber version of this gun, are kind of Glock's, they're more competition-based guns. Longer barrels, forward slide serrations, still have those shitty Glock sights, but the back one is adjustable. Who gives a crap? They're plastic. But I wanted to get this out here today because the 34 is actually, for what it is, for the price range it is, around $700-ish. It's a very controllable gun and it's a very competitive gun in its segment. It handles recoil well. The grip angle just drives recoil back into your arms rather than trying to flip it up. Glock's got a relatively low bore axis, which also helps with that. And that long barrel and big slide slows the slide down a little bit to just make those follow-up shots so much sweeter. Now, things that I like the Gen 5 over the Gen 4. First of all, no finger grooves. That's always nice. Now, Glock did get rid of that disgusting half moon cutout on the front of this thing. And the 34, interestingly enough, along with the 17, has a flared mag well down at the bottom, which makes mag insertion just so simple. In addition to that, there's no longer a lightning cut on the top. Not sure why they did that with the first one. Lightning cuts are okay. A couple of the issues I have with them is they do lighten things up. So the slide reciprocation speeds up a little bit, which means it's still got a higher velocity when it's coming back. It also opens up a hole for dirt ingress, for dirt to be able to get down in there. And I don't know about you guys, I've actually touched that barrel before, and it sucks. Now, again, Gen 5, so we do have the ambidextrous controls on either side. We've got that new Gen 5 trigger, which, believe it or not, is still extremely variable between Glock models. I've got a 19 with a pretty good trigger. Builder's got a 17 with not so great a trigger. This one is on the higher end. I still don't think it's as good as my 19, but it's almost there. But to have such a drastic difference between his 17 and the 34, it's a little bit frustrating, but that's what happens when you get into large production manufacturing, trying to reduce cost and increase your profit margins. But because this is a Glock, you know there are so many trigger upgrades for this thing, so you're not going to have to deal with this stock trigger for long. In fact, the majority of you probably won't deal with it for more than a single range trip. Like normal, you get that slam drop where you drop a full mag in, the slide slams home. I really like that feature. Glock is the only one that I found that feature consistently on. Let's do a quick little accuracy test. Let's move back to about 10 yards here. Got a USPSA target up there. We'll go ahead and shoot, let's say 5 shots, and we'll see what the accuracy on this thing is. Now, I do want to preface, not a Glock shooter. Okay, that wasn't great. That's 100% me, not the gun. This is it's a Glock. They do have their match barrel in it. And part of the problem, I'm gonna make excuses here. I don't really have a certain spot to aim on this thing. I was aiming about here. This is my first shot, way high. That's just me. But let's do some quick double taps on this thing. See what we're looking at as far as A-zone hits go. Okay, this thing shoots really fast. Like all 34s, recoil, extremely controllable. No finger grooves. Even though my hand fits the finger grooves pretty well, I still enjoy the non-finger groove versions. I feel like I just get a little bit better perch on the front of that gun. So one of those was a C, everything else was an alpha. So guys, that's our first look at the Glock 34 Gen 5, this is an MOS version. I don't remember if they're all MOSs or not. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure all 34s are MOS now. This is a solid gun, a solid contender, especially if you're looking into getting competition shooting. This is going to be a great option for you as far as entry level goes. So thanks guys for watching. Remember, I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, do your research, get informed, and get to work.